Hey gang, it's been a slow week. Took PTO this week, so I had the whole week off. I've literally been waking up. I go for a hike on the days where it's not raining. And on the days when it's raining or after my hike, I come home and I play video games. I played video games for 5 hours the other day. It was awesome. The good news is, there's nothing to panic about right now in the world. Everything's just golden, just smooth sailing. It's just another week off work on vacation, am I right?
Declaring a national, two very big words. Very important, and a large amount of money for states and territories and localities.
What the hell, people? No need to panic. We went shopping. What's funny is this is only like an eighth of what we have. Most of it's in the fridge or in the pantry upstairs, or in the freezer in the garage. We completely filled the freezer. If the power goes out, I'll be very upset. We have a generator, so backup plan. Wow, things have changed really quickly. We were actually supposed to go to Chicago this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's Friday now. It's Friday night right now when I'm recording this. And basically, we were going to go watch them dye the river green. That was the first time I've ever seen that in real life. I've always seen it on the news or pictures of it. We weren't going to stick around for any of the big parades, but we were finally going to take the kids to see, you know, the Sears Tower and probably the Field Museum. And of course, as evidence of this channel, I was gonna go see the Bean. It was gonna be great, and then just all hell broke loose. The hotel we were gonna stay at was the Radisson Blu. It's in the Loop downtown. And basically what is it? A building that's adjacent to the hotel that we were staying at, there was a confirmed case of whatever, the coronavirus. So they locked down the entire building. Fortunately, it was just an office building, but the building had to be completely decontaminated from top to bottom because the guy was basically just a maintenance worker or something. Anyways, because of that, they were evacuating all the adjacent areas around there, and then everybody's panicking. I'm like, man, that is right next door to the hotel. So I'm like, why don't we not go to Chicago? So fortunately, we woke up early. We slept on it. We woke up early Thursday morning, and we basically thought to ourselves, okay, let's just cancel. We're within the time period where we can get a refund, and we'll just do something fun. We'll just go do day trips or something on Saturday or Sunday, or even Friday. We canceled, got a full 100% refund, so that's good. But then my wife and I were like, well, let's just have a day date since it's Thursday and the kids are in school. So we went and we had brunch, and I went to First Watch. Had an egg omelet, didn't get any carbs. It was great. It was awesome. It was so good. And then while we were sitting there, I pulled out a piece of paper and a pen, and I'm like, well, seeing how things are just getting screwy, why don't we at least make a small short list of things that we know we would possibly need if we had to start buying stuff, right? And we made a list of stuff to possibly get us through like a month of being stuck in a house, right? And at the top of my list, of course, was beans, because every time I go to buy beans at Kroger's, the specific beans I want are never there. I want like Great Northern and navy beans and stuff like that. And I ended up having to like get different kinds of beans. I decided a week ago that I wanted to get some pinto beans. So I got some dry pinto beans just to try a new recipe. And I ended up loving it because it's like a spicy bean recipe. Here's a picture. We liked it so much that I ended up just saying, you know what? Pinto beans are a lot more easy to get. If I see a good deal on pinto beans, I'll just buy a lot of beans, right? So we're sitting here at that restaurant. It's about 1 p.m. on Thursday. And the list we made, it seemed doable. It almost looked like just our normal shopping list. But we decided to like double everything, right? And the good news is we were like, well, we just got paid. We got the whole day to ourselves. Let's just go shopping. And a lot of this stuff, if we buy it, we're still going to use it, right? We didn't buy things that we're never going to use or just in case stuff. We legitimately bought something that we will use in the next month or two, right? We hit the first place, Costco. It was pretty packed. There was a lot of people there. Of course, there wasn't any toilet paper, but we were like, whatever, you know, we still had a bunch of toilet paper anyways. We go through Costco and we ended up shopping and we ended up buying, I think it was like $250 worth of stuff at Costco, which is like 4 items, right? Because it's Costco. I mean, joking aside, it was a shopping cart full of stuff, but remember, this is stuff we're going to eat in the next few weeks, right? We get out of Costco and we decide to go to Jungle Gems. Well, Jungle Gems is this oddball store that has produce and everything, but it also has a huge international section. The international section is bigger than most big grocery stores around here. I mean, it's absolutely huge. But because of that, they import all these weird brands and all this other stuff. And sure enough, I'm like, well, I'm gonna go over to the Mexican section, which is like 7 or 8 aisles, full length aisles, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna go find some pinto beans while we're sitting here at Jungle Gems. And I go in the bean section and it's kind of picked over, but I see that right on the bottom shelf there's these huge bags of beans that nobody had taken. So I'm like, I looked at the price and each bag was 4 pounds of dried pinto beans. And I looked at the price and it was only a couple bucks a bag, and I'm like, well, this is a no-brainer. So I pulled the cart up and I took all of the pinto beans. So I had 20 pounds of dried beans. 20 pounds of dried beans. It was just stacked up like sandbags, right? And on the way out, my wife got some other stuff, some kombucha and stuff. But we noticed as we're walking around the store is filling up more and more. There's more and more people there. And we actually passed by a display that had toilet paper. We're like, oh, let's just grab some toilet paper and some paper towels because this place has them. We're like, whatever, that's cool. I was kind of upset that Costco didn't have them, but whatever, you know. At this point, we thought Kroger still had toilet paper. Now, mind you, we still have like a couple unopened packets of toilet paper upstairs. But we were just like, the way things are looking, you know, as people talking crazy stuff on the West Coast, we're like, well, let's just buy some, right? We didn't buy any bottled water. No bottled water. I mean, that's just like, why? So we get in line, and as we're paying, my wife's reading Facebook, and she's getting constant updates from her cousin. And apparently, while we were in the store, the governor of Ohio went live on television and told all of the schools in the entire state of Ohio to shut down starting Friday, and that everybody will be out of school for 3 weeks. And then on top of that, our school district already had spring break from when that 3 weeks ended for the next week. So our kids are out of school for 4 weeks now. We learned this while in the line at Jungle Gyms of our second stop of the day. Thank God we actually started shopping just on a whim that morning, because we were like, okay, there were some things that we saw at Jungle Gyms that we wanted to buy, but the price just wasn't good. So we were like, we'll just pick those up at Kroger's because we know they're cheaper at Kroger's. By the time we got to Kroger's, all hell had broken loose. So I dropped my wife off. I drive home. Kids get home from school. And basically I backed the car up to the house, and I had the kids, and we had like a chain, and we're just lifting a van load of stuff into the house. We took all the frozen stuff and all the refrigerated stuff and threw it in there. And we left everything else on the table, and then we're like, we gotta go back and pick up my wife at Kroger's. She's sending me text messages of just the panic and the chaos at Kroger's. And basically, people were just stripping Kroger's bare. There was like a 45-minute line just to get to where you get in line to pay. And when I went to pick her up, I had to make up a parking spot at the very end of a row where you shouldn't have parked. And I just sat there. My wife told me don't even bother coming in because she was already finished and she was waiting in line basically to pay. The kids and I sat there. The kids watched, I think they watched Incredible Me or Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Despicable Me, yeah.
Despicable.
They used the home entertainment center in the van and watched a movie.
It's not a home entertainment
My wife
center,
came out,
it's a van entertainment center.
and while we were sitting there, like, I saw the best of society come out. I saw people come out with just shopping carts completely full of bottled water. I saw people come out with shopping carts completely full of ramen. I saw this guy in a bent, beat up pickup truck parked near us. He came out and his shopping cart just had 8 30-packs of Natty Light. Keep it classy. Yeah, it's just like all these people coming out with all this weird stuff, and they just piled it in their cars, and then just people were starting getting mean over, like, I heard cars honking because people were taking parking spots and nobody was getting out of the way. Oh, it was just bad. So in the end, we got everything back safely. We ended up actually hitting PetSmart as a last stop, so we ended up with 4 stores by the end of the day. The dogs now have like 2 months of food, just in case. The cat has enough food. We have easily 1 to 2 months of groceries. I have enough toilet paper to corner the market on and probably make a significant profit. But the great news is, on top of all this, while I was sitting in the parking lot at Kroger's, I got on Amazon and I saw the bidet attachments to toilets were on sale for, you know, a cheap price. I'm like, oh, give me 2 of those. So on top of everything else, I got a bidet showing up tomorrow. So we finally found a spot for everything, and we've chopped up a whole bunch of veggies and stuff and froze them, so we're even good on vegetables for quite a while. Got a lot of canned goods too. Should be a good time. Now we're just trying to teach the kids about rationing. Like 5 Oreo cookies a day is enough, and not the entire package of Oreo cookies. Just, you know, baby steps. In the middle of all this chaos at Kroger's, there was a Girl Scout troop just selling mad cookies in the atrium of Kroger's. It was like Get your quarantine cookies. So, today was day one of being at home with the kids, and the wife wants to send them back to school and risk it because they're so annoying. Is that right, Kyle? Hopefully you enjoyed all the interspersed pictures throughout all this. I'm having a blast looking at memes about COVID-19 on Twitter. So if you see me on Twitter posting those and you have some good ones, share them because I'm all over this. It's awesome. Don't forget to wash your hands until your skin falls off. Pro tip of the day if you're a gamer, when you're washing your hands, don't sing happy birthday. Sing the Age of Aggression like a true Nord. Also, if you're wondering why I have so much B-roll of us downtown, it's because we went downtown today. Because there was nobody downtown. Nobody was downtown. So there was no chance of getting infected downtown.